Hello my dear students. So in our first session we have already discussed about the population growth and distribution, and you have got that audio clip where I have told the meaning of population growth and distribution. That was some kind of that introduction to the chapter. And before the lockdown session, I think I have given you all the questions which are quite frequently asked in your board exams, which are most of the common questions I have already given before the lockdown situation. So now we will go in a very detailed way about the population growth and distribution in this our session number 2. Okay, so there are lots of causes of population growth. So first of all, we will discuss about the causes which are responsible for the growth of population. Is it clear? So first of all, you will see number one is what? Poverty. So poverty is a very that is one of the main root cause of the growth of population. Now why? You can say me that poor people often prefer to have many children. This is one of the very one of the leading cause of the growth of population. Why? Because you see, according to this poor peoples, they don't they don't use some kind of that contraceptive devices or some kind of they are quite ignorant about the results, about the consequences of growth of population. That's why, and they too even do not bother to understand the ill effects, the negative impacts of the growth of populations. Okay, so this poverty, that means what? The poor people, the people who are below poverty line, that is who are the below poverty line, BPL, or I think you have heard about the BPL cards also. So these people are quite ignorant about the thing that what will be the consequences of the high growth rate of population. So they don't think this kind of matters in very serious way. And two, they don't know about the family planning measures also. As a result, high birth rate is equal to what? Population growth. So that's why obviously we see high growth rate of population in developing countries and underdeveloped countries, where there are much more of people who are below the poverty line. Is it clear now? So second point, you say point number 2, it is development of health education. So this is also one of the root cause of the high growth of populations. So development of health education. So how this will create a negative impact? Now see, development of health education means what? So due to the development of health education such as knowledge of proper childbearing, childcare, the nutritional requirements of infants, etc., to expectant mothers, the infant mortality rate has come down to a great extent. This has resulted in the growth of population. That means what? First of all is what? Poverty due to ignorance, of the people who belong to this poverty line is a root cause of the population growth. Another one is what? Development of health education. Now development of health education is what? Now you see, if we compare the scenario in the present day context with that of the past days, what we will see that in long before years, the science facilities, the medical health facilities was extremely poor. If we compare in the present day context, isn't it? So today we are living in a world where we can find that much more improved facilities in the sector of health and hygiene, sanitation also like this. Though there are some countries who are quite deprived of these things, but yet in this 21st century we can say that yes, we have already attained that position, a very well position where the medical facilities are quite developed, isn't it? So due to the development of health education, suppose sanitation physician's care and the nutritional requirements of infants, such as when the newborn, when the mother will give a born to a newborn baby, then what will happen, what sort of nutrition the baby wants, the infants they want, and the child care also, all these things are much more developed. As a result, the mortality rate became low, that means high birth rate and low death rate. So these are what development of health education. This is also one of the main root cause of population growth. Is it clear now? Okay. Now number 3 point, we will see low death rate. Yes, same thing as I told here. This is due to what? Development of nutritional facts and health care. These will be included in development of health education. Now number 3, third point is what? Low death rate. All you just note it down in your copies, in your exercise copies. When I think the time when you watch this video in the YouTube channel, so you just, all of you, be prepared with your textbook and with your copy. Is it clear? So all of you just write it and note down very clearly. Is it clear? So low death rate, as I already told you, what? That due to the new innovations in the field of science and technologies and medical care, health cares, and improvement in the science and technologies also, these are quite responsible for the low death rate. So we can take some examples. Suppose in earlier age, before 100 years, so in 1920 we can say that Spanish flu, okay. So and before that it was this influenza also, where that lakhs of people died, millions of people died due to influenza. But nowadays this influenza, these diseases are very common term, isn't it? Why? Because at present day context we have already developed the vaccine which are quite useful to prevent this influenza disease, isn't it? Like that, now we are that suffering from this pandemic situation, okay. But after that 6 to 7 or 8 years back, the vaccine of this COVID-19, again the scientists will able to develop the vaccine also. And when once the vaccine will develop, again what happened, this COVID-19, this novel coronavirus, this will be also a very common virus in all the global context. Is it clear? So at that time what happened, that influenza killed lots of people, like at the present day, isn't it, that this novel coronavirus, it killed lakhs of millions of people, okay. So what happened, because due to, now at present we don't have its vaccine, but at that time, before 100 years back, so at that time for this influenza also, the people, they don't have that improved vaccine, so people died, okay. So now again when the time passes, at present time for this influenza we have proper vaccines. So that's why now this influenza, it has become very common disease among all of us. Is it clear now? Have you got the point? So what happened, this only due to the improvement in medical science and technology, the growth rate became the growth rate has becoming very at an alarming rate. At the same time the death rate also decreased. So this is what low death rate. Is it clear? So next we will go to development of transport and communication. This is also one of the very important factor which are responsible for the high growth rate of population. Development of transport and communication. Okay, fine. Development of transport and communication. So all of you just note it down in your copies, as I am saying repeatedly, these points are quite very important. And in geography, I think if you will write in the point wise, you will get full of marks, whether it may be school exam or it may be board exam or any kind of exams, any kind of civil, that competitive exam also. The main key point is what you have to write according to the point wise. Introduction, I have told you in my class, introduction, the body part you have to write the point wise, and the last but not the least would be that is conclusion. Okay. So this is what development of transport and communication. Okay. So here we can take one example that now you see most of you, I think you are quite fascinated towards the places where the that road communication or any kind of transport communication is quite good, isn't it? We don't even want to go to such a place where the roads are broken, unmatted roads, kacha roads, where we don't find any kind of good communication, that mode of communication. So we don't want to go in that particular place, isn't it? So what happened when this will quite related with the term of migration? Is it clear? Because due to good transport and communication facilities, people often migrate from one place to another and they settle at that particular place. Is it clear? So migration is what? All you know. Again I am saying repeatedly, the movement of people from one place to another in a temporary basis or for the permanent basis. Is it clear? So due to this development of transport and communication, people usually wants to go to such places where they will get a very easy mode of transport and communication. They will migrate to that place. As a result, where they will migrate, where they will settle in that particular place, in that area, obviously the population rate will increase. So this is also one of the factor which is responsible for the population growth. Okay, is it clear now? Okay. So here, according to some important points, again I just want to say, so it has become possible to save the lives of people from natural calamities such as floods, earthquakes, etc. due to the development of transport and communication facilities also. Yes, this is also very important points. So one point I have already told you, due to migration pattern, due to good development of transport and communication, people usually move from one place to another and settle there. And you see, when the transport and communication mode will be better, then obviously the people can easily go from one place to another if they will suffer from any kind of natural calamities such as earthquakes, such as any kind of volcanic eruptions or any kind of flood, drought conditions, etc., etc. That means they are quite facing some kind of very natural disasters, or they are facing some kind of very that natural calamities. So that's why also they will move from one place to another, and as a result this has resulted in lower death rate, which is the reason behind the population growth. Is it clear now up to this much? Point number 1, poverty. Point number 2, development of health and education. Point number 3, low death rate, and point number 4, development of transport and communication. Okay, fine. So let us proceed to point number 5. So shall I write? I think all you have written all these points, so I am just rubbing. Okay, fine. Then we will proceed to point number 5. That's failure of birth control schemes. Yes. Failure of birth control schemes of the government. So this is also yet another factor which is quite responsible for the growth of population. Yes. As I have already told you, that failure of birth control schemes of the government. So you see, in that poverty, point number 1, poverty, I told you that people quite ignorant due to poverty also. People quite ignorant of their family planning measures, which are quite responsible for the growth rate of population. Now this is failure of birth control schemes of the government. So people usually don't follow the rules that that government usually provide us. Okay, so there are lots of schemes to control the family, and I think all you have seen in the televisions, also in the advertisement of the government advertisement. believe that no, children are the gift of the God, and so we don't have to control regarding their birth. Is it clear? So there are some kind of that religious beliefs are also there. I will not mention that things, but it is a quite generalized form that what there are some kind of religious belief also that children are the child are the gift of God, so we don't have to restrict them, and we should follow the that rules and regulations of the religions, and we have to follow that children are the gift of the Almighty, and we should that carry on in our lives. So this is a very, in fact, this is quite very outdated thinking, and due to that very smooth running of the family, small family are the best one. Because you see nowadays when the population will grow, certainly our natural resources will be in a very very scarce position, because what scarcity, we will find a lot of scarcity of land and water, air. These are kind of natural resources, mineral resources such as petroleum and crude oil and natural gas and other minerals such as coal, all these things. So these are quite that these are quite very minor thinking, that we have to control our size of the population, and we have to abide the rules that are given by the government regarding the control of the birth rate, which are given by the schemes which are given by the government. Is it clear? So for implementation, for the smooth functioning of these schemes, especially in the rural areas, what we should do, we have to be educated, we have to be literate, so that we can know all these things, because education is the main that source of development. Until and unless you won't be educated, you can't ever think a single word also. Is it clear now? So these are some point of the very important points. So next point is what? Point number 6, early marriage. Same thing, this is also due to early marriage. Still in Indian society, not only Indian society, I have seen in the African societies also, what they used to do, they have some kind of very taboo in their society. Taboo means what? It is a very age-old traditional belief in the particular societies. And there are some kind of prejudice also, that you have to the child have to get married in a very early age, and due to the early marriage, what they used to do, the family pressurized to give birth to the children. And what happened, when if the girl is below that minor age, and if she will deliver her child, obviously there is what that threatening position to both the girl and to both the baby also. So this is one of the very ill effect of the society. The society is also quite responsible, because there are still in Indian society we believe that girl should be married in a very early age. So this is also one of the root cause for the growth of population. Is it clear now? So let me write these points. So are you writing all these points in your copy? So these are very important thing. So number 7, we will say low literacy rate. Yes, low literacy rate. So low literacy rate. So education, I told you that education is the base of all the development, and education, until and unless we don't be literate, we can't ever think the negative side of the growth of population. We will think what happened, let it be that population grow, but we don't know what will be the ill effects. If the population will grow, the natural resources will become less. At the same time, more pollutions, more damage to the global environment. As a result, who will suffer? Both the nature, at the same time we will suffer. We have to suffer. So low literacy rate. So if we have to eradicate the population growth problem, one must be very literate. At least they should know the minimum qualification. That means they don't have to possess very lots of degrees and all, but at least they should know the minimum education for a better standard of life. Is it clear now? Okay. So next point, point number 3, we will proceed development of economy. Yes. So economy means what? Economy is quite related with money, or it's quite that related with the income source. Economy. So what do you understand by the term economy? See, economy is a term which includes production, distribution, consumption and exchange of values. Is it clear? Production, distribution, consumption and exchange of values. This is what known as what economy. Economy, development economy. If a country's economy will automatically develop, suppose if the financial situations, monetary situations of a country or of a region will definitely, it will grow up, certainly the people will be more and more, they will be more conscious about the high growth rate of population. So here is a point, death rate has declined due to the development of economy in most of the developing countries. So this has also resulted in the population growth. Yes. So due to the development of economy in a particular region, people used to the death rate in that particular region usually it goes in a very downward, it declines. As a result, what happened? Population growth. Is it clear? So next number 9 point, illegal migration. As I told you, these are some of the very important points. Illegal migration also. When the people used to migrate from one place to another and they used to reside in that particular area, so certainly what will be the consequences? The population will obviously grow in that particular area. So this is what illegal migration. So due to illegal migration also now, so I think all you know about this star camp, isn't it? So due to this, what is this? These are quite some kind of protest against the illegal migration of the Bangladeshis to Assam, isn't it? Why the people of Assam, they used to protest against this kind of migration? Because already in Assam we have lots of population. At the same time, and Assam is not a very big, very big state. It's a limited state. We have very limited kind of resources, nature resources, and we don't have any kind of industries also. We are suffering with our local problems. At the same time, if the people will migrate from, suppose Bangladesh, now what will happen to the indigenous people of Assam? So this has been a controversy in the last months, beginning of that January, beginning of 2020. So this was a very, controversial term, that illegal migration. Due to illegal migration only, the population will grow at a very higher rate. So these are quite very important terms which are quite responsible for the high growth rate of population. Is it clear? Okay. So now we will stop this session at this point. So the remaining part we will discuss in our session number 3.